let's check our little rover here. So what happened here? What's this? Okay. Why is it so fast? Yes, maybe watching the computer. This works, yep. Archean. What's happening? Okay. So, whatever that was. Anyway, looks like, yeah. Maybe we have some gold over there, but I guess we don't. Let's check other minerals. Oh, why is my FPS so low in here? Maybe it's the glass and all the reflections. But anyway, let's add other minerals, other elements here. Just make a complete list of all elements that are Archean, or at least on the Earth of Archean. And I'll be back. So this is the full list of elements on the Earth, and available at least. And I also changed the code for the angle, basically, that we are drawing, to put as like start halfway between the previous step and this step, and end halfway between this step and the next step, basically. If you do the calculations, it gives these two angles. I just simplified it a bit. So yeah. Just realized maybe the Y should be screen H. Yeah, but it was working because the screen is actually squared. But anyway, this is good for now. Now let's just power up these two spotlights and maybe get on the road, get some minerals. Because I was thinking, I don't think I will go for gold right now, because as I was saying last time, our gold is probably on the bottom of the ocean or something like that, and it's much easier to keep on the surface. At least for now. We can do submarines. There was an update relatively recently where basically you can pressurize spaces and so on, and it will have buoyancy, and the materials have different densities and this kind of stuff. But yeah, let's keep it to the surface for now. So first of all, let me just get real quick the pilot output, piloted output, as this is quite complex. There are a lot of outputs, so let's put that maybe number one, like our hotbar number one. Turn on the lights. We could use other commands, like we can actually see here which commands the pilot seat has. So after vehicle, so aux 0, aux 1, aux 2, aux 3, they are the the basically hotbar numbers plus 0. But we also have this main truss, which is T. And since we don't have main truss in a rover, maybe we can use that. And that would be output number 7. Or I should say the 8th output. So here in driving, let's just update this to implement all wheels, function drive. So actually we have this tick drive in main, but maybe we can do just like we did in our scanning with a frequency and put that frequency relatively high, like 30 or maybe 25, something like that. And inside this file, this isn't needed anymore. This is. So let's get we don't need a variable for this. Just guess input that. Yeah, we can't use the input function because we are using the alias, and like something like this wouldn't work, I think. Let me check. Yep, doesn't work. Let's check. Let's say in 25. Let's put so I have inputs number from 6 at channel 7, and that's the bubble headlights. And let's put a variable here that we will store. So let's call it lights on equals 0. Or I should actually just put 0. And if should bubble headlights and just the lights on is equal to. I think I can do this. This is a syntax like thing in Xenon code. I think this will work. So just changing the value from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, and also basically every tick with drive we should output for the headlights. I've forgotten how it calls the thing here, the junction. Also, I don't think I showed it because it's very ugly, but spotlights. In channel 0, we output lights. The environment name must be following the environment. In driving 60. So yeah, I can just do this. Okay, so I didn't show this, but I found a place to put this data junction that is a data jank. It's in between these two slopes here. Show it. So in between this top slope and the lower one. Very janky, but it works. So let's test. See? Nope. And is it on? Nope. isn't. Let's maybe print the oh, of course. No, not to do. Yeah. Sometimes it's bad. We could work around this by probably having a lower frequency to check this specifically. Maybe I'll do that. So let's put 20 hertz. Let's see, works fine. Doesn't work fine every time. The ideal way to do this would be input dots in the number of the input that is the pilot seat. We can see is here. So pilot seat is number 8. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I don't think so, but second line here. So input 8. Yeah, and just do this every time port number 8 has an input. Now it works better, I guess. Why is it so bad? Oh, okay. If I hold it like for just a second, it does it multiple times. Sorry about that, but I think it's the specific input we map it the headlights on. That is the problem. With one, it doesn't have this problem. Let me check which is one. It's 8. Nice. So let's check it. Oh, oops, not F1, just one. Also has this problem of working sometimes, although it's better, I would say. Maybe not. Well, we can actually use a delta time. So for example, there is a function for computers in Archean that basically shows how much time has passed between this call of the function and the last one. So let me check the exact name. It's delta time. Okay. But this is just the time between two ticks in the computer. Maybe we can get a tick. So let's click. This will work. And yeah, this just isn't very good. But I guess it should work. So our lights. Oops. Which will start at 0, or I should say lights starts at 0, then this time is tick, and varn time is this time minus last lights less. And this we can apply by system. Now this will give line up we the system frequency, and this will give how much time in seconds has passed since the last toggle, and can do that at the time it's less than, let's say, 10th of a second. I think it's reasonable. Then we just return and do nothing else. Otherwise, we also put let's couple as this. Should be probably this stick or something like this. But I think this will work now. One works. If I hold it, it is probably blinking at 0.1 every 0.1 seconds or 10 hertz. So I would say it's working fine. Yeah. We could do this in the drive function, but I think this is better. Yeah. So now that we have lights, somewhat janky still, but this is much better than it was before. Now that we have lights, maybe we go find some minerals, and I will just turn off these lights to preserve power. We could also like just wait for daytime to find minerals, but this would take way too much time, and I want to drive this thing here. So let's see, titanium sounds good. Because then we can do those pumps we were looking at before. Yeah, turbo pumps and small turbo pumps. Although we already can do fluid pumps. Let's see what else. Uranium will be at the bottom of the lake, or the sea, I guess. Although it looks like there is a close uranium source, even if it's below the sea. Maybe it's worth it. Although, yeah, uranium now is quite a pain to get nuclear power to go. So we would need some kind of like advanced mining system with constant uranium, or just because you need a lot of uranium to start producing nuclear power. So tungsten, what can we do with tungsten? That would be cool. Fluid tanks needs aluminum. This would be necessary for us to, or I guess wouldn't, but if we want, for example, to build a submarine or something, then definitely necessary. So geothermal exchanger, we saw that we can do that. HUD controller. The HUD controller is kind of like the programs I was showing, that we can see, for example, the beacons and where they are at, but it has a program stored in it, and you just click activate, and it, instead of going through this menu with of these settings. So conveyor junction, linear track. I have never used it. I didn't know that we had this, but okay. Relays, menu routers. For more complex vehicles, I would definitely be using routers, because you can plug a lot of different devices onto it and refer to them by alias. So in this case, the mini computer was enough, but you can see that we have just one more data port here, maybe one here, and the router basically multiplies the number of ports. Let's see what else would be nice. Maybe a nav instrument, but that takes gold. We saw that gold is basically on the bottom of this. Have some plutonium pellets for RTGs. There's a reactor, which is also cool. Basically, it's just a combustion reactor, as far as I remember. And you can get hydrogen and oxygen and generate power. Of course, you need power to separate water into hydrogen and oxygen, but it's a nice way to store energy, I would say. So small fluid tanks also need aluminum. Steam turbines, you saw that we can do it. The trash can is somewhat useful. I already do one here because these spools, when we finish using them, it leaves like a little bit of cable and it just takes space in the inventory. So putting into a trash can, it disappears forever, doesn't take space. But yeah, I would say we can do quite a lot of things. Not sure which would be the next step for us. I would say went to the sea, getting gold like it was the initial plan. But maybe we do a mining platform in the sea for gold and possibly uranium already. And we can, yeah, the problem I guess would be power of these artifacts. There is gold behind us somewhere. Gold's there, but yes, it's in the water. There is gold there. Is that my reflection? Yeah. Okay, it is. Let's turn off our flashlights. Getting worse. Okay, there is gold quite close actually. Let's. There is gold on the right. Yeah, I think it's the best place for us to go. So 10 kilometers radius, straight ahead basically there's gold. Let's see, I think the lane ends there. I'm quite suspicious because, yeah, I think it's in the sea too. Yeah, this rover is quite nice, quite fast too. And this isn't even like a year, because otherwise it topples. But anyways, it's not its full power yet. I'm very afraid that After this hill will be water, but I can see the shore there. It's okay, there is someone here, quite close. Let's check, yeah. Even though it's very little, may be able to set up a mining camp or something like that. I think 3 kilometers is fine. Yeah, we're here. Of course, I forgot to bring the drill, another drill, I should say, and a battery. Okay, quite a bit of gold there. But you can just check how much gold is in there. I'll show how to check without a drill. Okay, quite rough terrain, but it's holding fine. I like this. There is a deposit just over here. It's into 1 kilometer. Where is it? Show me. Please. Okay, over on the left. Is it there over here? Yeah, here. Doesn't look to be very small. Also isn't giant, like maybe on the sea. Let's see. Yeah, maybe on the sea. But there are definitely more backwards there. Back there, I should say. Where was it? Here. We're getting close, but we are also getting close to the water. But if it's underwater, no, there's no problem. Also because I don't have the drill, so I would need to go back anyway. Okay, it's getting closer. 100 meters straight ahead. And we are at sea. But it's here. It's here already. So let's see how close it is. 200 meters. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let's see. So to this direction, while the artifacts during the night are quite bad. Let's take the rig tool, turn on our flashlights, and these rocks here, with the rig tool, I can already see there is gold here. And by pressing the right button, basically you can see the composition of the rock. And this actually tells you what's below the surface, somewhat. I think the smaller rocks are more precise, so probably 6% gold around here. But maybe if we go a bit deeper into the ocean, it's going to go up. We saw, yeah, in the R scanner that it went up. Okay, here 10%. This is about it, I think. I don't think it will be more than 10% so close to the shore. But being close to the shore is actually very good. We can do a very easy platform here that has geothermal power and mines gold, sends the gold to the surface. Yeah, because it's so close to the shore that we can use geothermal power by just getting a small platform here and sending the power over there. Yeah, I think this will be interesting, more interesting than, for example, doing a mining rig over there on the mountains. So I'll get the I'll go back to the base, and yeah, 2 kilometers, not a lot. We can go quickly, but I'll go to the base and we will prepare everything together. Yeah. 2 right now. Okay, I am back here, so let's craft some stuff. What will we need? Some more concrete blocks, always. Also, some steel beams, because you know we need to put the frames to build the new stuff. Take this out. Let's put this trash can somewhere over here. I was thinking of this place being more for like living quarters, living area. So maybe the trash can here would be good. Also, let's make some extra spools. Data spools are something that we actually will need quite a bit. Also, high voltage spools. It's cables. Right. High voltage cables. Let's do like already got a bit of connectors. And low voltage cables. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we use them. At least not enough to more than 66 meters. Data in high voltage cables will be quite a bit, as we are going to put the drill all the way into the sea. So let's do this stuff there. And let's take. So maybe I'll fast forward this, just everything, basically we need everything that's here. And I will also already prepare some items for geothermal power. Nothing fancy, but I think a little bit of geothermal power will be enough. Just turn this off, turn that on, so we don't use the power on the road. So I'll see you in a jiff. Full inventory with lots of resources now. Took a while, not too long, but I think we have everything we need. I also left the drill running for a bit, and let's just stock with some of those minerals. And I think this illustrates quite well why we shouldn't drill only in one place. So you can see we have a lot of silicon and quite a bit of iron, and a bit of carbon, but we have little copper and tungsten. So also you can see if I turn this on, the efficiency is already at 80%. That's fine. For the amount of materials we took from the ground, it's great actually. But yeah, we need to diversify where we actually mine for materials. So let's go back there. Let's see. Turn this on. Also turn this light off. So there are some stuff that I'm quite aware that can go wrong. So, for example, turning the lights off there isn't just to save some power. If the beacon doesn't have power, then we can't find the place anymore. And also I'm taking a beacon for this new mining rig because I know that I won't find it if I depend only on my eyes. Looks like here also has some gold, but it looks like it's way in the middle of this lake, I guess. Although it's a higher concentration, it will take higher effort. Oh my god. It will take a high effort to reach there and actually build the mining rig. So let's just take that first location. Again, we could take a location inland. We saw that there is somewhere with gold there. But I think this is more interesting. Just that. What else? The geothermal exchangers, you can see I have 5 of them because I was reading the wiki while I crafted things. And it looks like to feed one small steam turbine, you can actually put in 10 geothermal exchangers. I thought 5 was enough for now, at least. So yeah, you can generate quite a bit of power with very little effort, I would say. Somewhat early game generation. So some bits back here. Let's see. I'm going to try and get this higher concentration bit as I mean it's the same effort for a little bit more of gold. So yeah, just straight ahead. Okay. I think the shape is quite strange, that's why let's see bigger radius. Just okay. I thought the program was somewhat wrong here, but it's working fine. It just cuts off right fast in the end. So okay. Something that this program actually lacks is a button to turn off. I should probably do it. Let's add it quickly. I won't even record this. Just actually, I will record, but it's quite fast. So instead of a triangle, let's do a rectangle. Instead of change skin radius, let's start a variable. So and it and the place, let's put it down here. Let's go to its place. Actually, yeah, it's good there. Yeah, I think for now this will work. We can look better afterwards. But also, let's do the function to turn it off. Actually, it doesn't even need to be a function. Just on is on. Just not this one. And then during the scan art seek, if not is on, then we just return. So we don't do anything about scanning. Also, I think we can just in this scan art seek. Actually, let's put it here. So where was it? Here. So if it's not on, just return. But also, I think it's cool to just input a zero speed for a pivot, so it doesn't like keep spinning. So this here, instead of being the scan startup, let's put in here. So if it's on, the speed is the one that it was before, but if it's off, the speed is 0. And okay, doesn't exact because I intended. We also need to dirty the screen, right? Right. Screen equals 1. So now to change, but also we can do the same thing with for the numbers here, the little shadow, I guess. But I think better than the shadow is changing the colors here. So if it's on, then we will change the colors, else it will be this. Also, let's put this into a function just for just to stay pretty, somewhat organize it. Bubble. Perfect. Now we can call that, and basically the same thing if it's on, but I will change the colors. So instead of being black with a border in black, in green, sorry, it will be green with a black color. Words 64 Python again. So off, it's the same, but on it doesn't show anything because we need to also change the color here. So we can put this like this, like this. Oh, I cut it. Okay, so better. Oh, right. I actually have to change the color to black. Okay, so on, off, off. I think that's a cool effect. You could, again, do like a shadow and do it prettier, but I think this will work. I'm also seeing that for some reason there is one more pixel, both in the bottom and the right. So let's just change x2 and y2, I guess. Oh, this one. Yeah, now it's yeah, now it's better. Okay, so now we have a on-off button, so we don't like use all of our battery. And we could actually just have a main power button or something like this that will turn everything off, but for now this works quite well. We aren't discharging too much. 440 watts would be quite a bit actually, but we have 120 kilowatt hour, so we're fine. Emptying 140 hours, I think we can do something better before them. Also, this is like real time too. So, the the lights are on, but I'll keep it on just to illuminate, and also to indicate which direction the ore is at. Let's start finally. Let's start with the frame and go concrete floor and a small wall here for our ground anchor. This, I guess. And let's put a button. I have a button right? Yes. What I could do up here, but it's okay. So this, and we already have a foundation. So let's actually see. Okay, it gets quite deep very fast. I thought it would be a little bit shallower. Yeah, the refraction index lied to me. So let's expand this a little bit. Let's expand towards the sea. Just a bit. Put concrete here. But also expand towards here for our power generation. Some of this out. I think it would be needed. It's not around here. I mean, it isn't needed, but for aesthetic reasons, and is. So I think this is good. Let's do a line, and then we can do another line here afterwards. So our concrete. Oops. Also, I think you'll notice, but I painted the rover just so it isn't all white. I forgot to paint the inside here, but not beautiful, but I think it's better than it was before. I like purple, so that's why this color. Also forgot to paint here. That's why I was crafting this stuff. It takes a while, so it's good to pass time. Also, I didn't know how many steel beams I would need. I think it's way more than I was thinking. While the steel beams are being crafted, let's expand downwards here, just to have a water source. So like this, and yeah, perfect. And let's put our fleet port here. So this side of the fleet port looks like a nozzle, I guess. It's supposed to be in the environment you want to pull from. So it's in the water. I also think the water actually goes up to here, but it just doesn't show. Maybe let's put another block down just to be sure. So I think we will look a bit better, not being just in the minimum, maximum height possible, just above sea levels. So like that, and I need the geothermal exchangers. Over here, I'm going to put them in a line, and the way it works, let me put one of them. So we have an input here, so it takes actually low voltage power and a data port just to turn it on, and the water goes in here, and then the low voltage power basically is used to basically stick a very big tube into the ground, and while it's lowering you need power, And after it's low enough, then the water that comes in will boil and will come out from here. This, okay, come out from here on the top, and this steam we can just use to power the turbine and generate power like this. So I guess I'll put them kinda side by side, but not like touching. Yeah, I think two for spacing is quite good. Let's put all of them. I could also like put the steam turbine here, but I think it will be more aesthetically pleasing if I do a second layer, second floor, and yeah, put that here. And I already don't have concrete. Thought I was overpacking concrete, and it wasn't. Just another floor here. Let's put down the steam turbine. Let's put it like this, I think, just in the middle. And the steam turbine, it's quite similar. It takes steam in and it outputs water. And you have to get rid of the water, but it's quite easy. At least I think the outputs water. I can't remember exactly now. And it outputs high voltage power. So let me get more water for the concrete, because we are going to need a lot of it when we go expanding into the city. So, yeah, I also brought a fluid pipe spool that we didn't craft earlier, just for fluids, and a fluid junction. This works just like the power junctions. It is okay. So it works just like the power junctions, but not exactly the same. Also, I used two of them. Didn't count how many ports there were here, but okay, it's fine. Let's put it. Let's put this right here. So I think I may draw this because it's easier to understand. There is actually a drawing in the wiki, but basically this port connects to these four ports, but these four ports don't connect to each other. They only connect to the lonely one. So you can input into it, out of it, but not between them. Let's make another flip junction here. Perfect. And before I forget that this port isn't connected to the turbine, let's do it. We have this junction. Have another junction. It's like this, maybe. Yeah. This. Now we have double the parts, and they are connected. Just turn it down a little, but the water is way too. Yeah, that's much better. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going crazy with the water here. Okay, so we have the geothermal exchangers, we have the fluid port, we need also the pump water from the fluid port. Put it now here, I guess. bit forward here. Just so actually we will need another fluid junction. Because the output water from the turbine I will put back into the same fluid port. I think it will work nicely. So like this. And connect this to the pump. This to the port. Alright. And this will come to this 5, so more fluid junctions. Forgot about all of them basically, but it's okay. And also we need the battery, which I'll put here. Don't know about either the lower floor or upper floor. I think upper floor, it's where the turbine is at. Like this, maybe? Centralized, no, like this. Then we can expand to another battery to the side. Okay. So now we have the power connected. We have everything in place. Let's put more fluid junctions. So it will come as one pipe until here. Then let's try to put it like vertically, can't I? Maybe like this. Yep, like that. Then basically one pipe will come here, another here, another here. Then we need another junction because there are few ports. And then another here and another there. Okay. So let's put it like this. Also, I'll get the lower one directly there. Let's do it. Let's put some blocks here. And some blocks here. And actually, oops, like this. Let's line it up here. How do I going up? Up here. Do the same thing right here. Actually, this one just did. Oh my god. The motorcycles here are just crazy. And another here. Yeah, maybe like flush this wall. So we don't have these spaces between them. But okay, this is the fluid done for the geothermal exchangers. Let's just connect it to our system. Let's take a turn here. I think this is cool. Yeah, cool. So let's put some wall for controls here. We put this wall here just for the anchor. Maybe I change the place for the anchor afterwards, although I don't think it's a good idea. But let's put it over here. It's as good a place as any other. This, and then maybe like this. And we do a dashboard. Dashboard, small one. with a toggle button, this middle, the label on top. Can change what the label says, so line center. Put it like this, maybe. Origin, why not? And it's fine. Yeah. And we are going to power, like the data from this will power all the exchangers and the pump at the same time. So because every time we use the exchangers, we need the pump, and the pump is only used to pump water to the exchangers. Also, I was saying that 10 exchangers will feed into one small turbine. Also, one pump with one of these pumps will feed into 10 exchangers, so we don't need another one. It's not giving it a very big amount of power. Yeah. Let's do the data. Here. Here. Instead of doing from the front, I think I'll go from the back here, putting data junctions. So, like one here, it will be for this one, this one, this one. Let's try and line them up just for aesthetics. So I think these cables going on top of this floor are somewhat aesthetic. It's like a industrial aesthetic, but it's interesting nonetheless. So let's do like this, and the final one is different. Let's actually not do like this. This was on top of the low voltage cable entry. It won't affect the functionality, but I think it's more pleasing this way. And this. And again, it's okay, nice. So you have some kind of circuitry going on here. I think it looks somewhat cool. Let's do the low voltage too. So for the low voltage, we are using a power converter, since everything else is high voltage. So also, since it's using low voltage, we don't need a lot of power. So what I'm going to do is put a high voltage junction, which is kind of power limited. Not exactly. You need quite a bit of power to actually run into the limits, but anyway, we know we won't run into it, so I think we can do it like this. No. Like this. Much better. And then put the power converter. Actually, on the other side, because everything else, high voltage will be on this side. Put it here. And maybe we can do from C. Don't know if I think it's going to be too ugly even for me. So from front or behind? Let's do it from the front. So here it lines up, right? Oh, no. How do I like this? This. I think I can't, so let's do it like it was purposely unaligned. So 1, 2, 3. So this one needs another junction. Just on the side of this one. Let's put them side by side. Yeah, like this, and connect. This, and this. Now we connect this to the ceiling. So let's extend this wall. We can use the follower to know when we reach the ceiling. So that's a nice tip. Let's put it like this. Around and from the back, and also with perfect. Now we have power to all of them, and if I turn it on, you can see that the depth is increasing and the temperature is also increasing. It's in Kelvin, so it's basically ambient temperature. It's a bit hot actually, but we don't need to actually put in water while it's in such low temperatures, so we can take our time. So let's make another low voltage junction. Actually, let's convert power again. So this here just fits the exchangers. Power converter. And this bit of stuff. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can convert the power and use the junctions. Junction. That's it. Here. Oops. This. Something like this, I think. And we can put the junction here. Yeah, I think here will do. Yeah, perfect. Like this. We need the converter. Oh, I already have one. It's okay, it's something we use all the time. Let's convert from maybe here, I guess. It's like that. Just on the side. Okay. Connect like this and go from within the wall. Let's actually come in here and force it to go through the wall. I think it's going to be fine. Up to here. Now we can take one of these from here. Let's go this one, and then here, and show the wire all the way to here. Let's click on. I think it's a bit bad, but whatever. Also, we need the data there. So yeah, I forgot about it. Let's do another junction. Data junction this time. So yeah, it's already in 400 Kelvin. I think it's enough to turn water into steam. So let's just stop for now. And it doesn't like lose the depth it was, so it's okay. And let's put the junction like right here. Maybe here. And now take this off. Here. 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 Okay. Now another one of these inside the wall, under the floor, all the way up here. So, like this, perfect. Now we will have water going up to it. We can actually, oops, need to connect it. It's a good idea. So now it's turning. Alright, so. And now we have some water coming. Flow. Don't have flow. Why don't we have flow? Part is in the water. It's percent water. Okay, maybe we just need to hook the steam up. So let's do this. Let's get more water for the concrete. Already running low. Let's keep consistently crafting concrete. So let's start with the liquids here. Okay, here. I don't want this path, neither this one. Okay, I can do like this. What I want. Yes, it did. So it's going through the roof, but in a nice way. Same thing here. Then this one can go directly like this. It's going well. It's connecting. This one maybe. Oops. Not this. It connects like this. And change how it does this. Yeah, like this. Perfect. Now through the wire, please. I don't think steam going through the wire is a good idea. With this we can do something like all the way up here, then here, connecting. And we still have two connections. And okay, let's see if now we have water coming from here. Yeah, we have some water, 500 grams per second. That's exactly what the exchangers need, and they will keep going downwards until they reach a certain depth where I think the temperature is 650 Kelvin, and that's the limit they go. And the steam turbine still isn't generating because we need to get rid of the water. So let's put it like this, maybe. This. And maybe on top of it. People. Actually not. Put it a bit higher. Go on top of it, then come back now. This. Better. Now we should have some power. Yep, potential output power for kilowatts. Kilowatts, I should say, in English. And going up because the depth is still going up. Now this is very noisy and I dislike it quite a bit, so let's finish this wall here. So we are a little bit more isolated noise-wise. This also, this remembers me to craft more concrete. This is going to be expensive. So while we while we craft concrete and do this, let us put the beacon in place. I put this here because I thought putting the beacon here or something like this maybe would make sense. Inside, connect it. Okay. Let's transmit voltage. Yeah, vote mine. Perfect. Let's test it just to be sure. Oh. Yeah, it works perfect. And yeah, we have geothermal power. And it's only getting better. So let's just finish that wall. Maybe finish this one too. Like doing something like this with just a little bit for the pipe to go through. Yeah, it's better. We can see the generators, but we can't hear it. Yeah, we can make it more beautiful afterwards. This. Perfect. Yeah, now we can't hear it at all here. It is so much nicer. So let's stop this episode here. I think we did quite a bit of progress there. Now it this mine, the gold mine, only lacks the mining part of things, but this will take some time because again we are going to mine very deep in the ocean. So we actually need to bring the infrastructure and power so on all the way down into wherever the gold is. And I just saw that we lack silicon to make more concrete. This is not even close to enough concrete. So yeah, this will take some time, but it will be sometime next time. So thank you, till next time.